Do you ever wonder, what is God doing? You look around, it's hard to tell. Is where we dwell more heaven or hell? Across the world we witness woe, like God's begun to let things go. And even in the church he made, dismay and disarray displayed. And what is seen on TV screens plays out in our domestic scenes. Try as you might to do what's right, your life looks like a building site. A dressed up, messed up heap of rubble, men and women born to trouble. And even we who know he's real can sometimes feel like God's concealed his purpose, or he's lost the plot and we're forsaken or forgot. Is there some kind of master plan? He's got the whole world in his hands? It doesn't make for pleasant viewing, and so we ask, what is God doing? Well, God is building. God's been building since the start, piece by piece and part by part, a space to place the human race where we might meet and see his face and bask forever in his grace. But what God's doing isn't done. He's really only just begun. We must zoom out to solve the riddle. We live somewhere in the middle. And yes, there's mess, but still there's meaning. God just hasn't finished cleaning. And through the story, God sets signs. His grand design might take some time, but stones are laid along the way as if to say, there comes a day when this decay will pass away. I brought my exiled people back. I am no great amnesiac. I, the God of heaven, know I made a promise long ago to build, restore, to resurrect, to reconcile, to reconnect. With words of power strong to save, I bring my people from the grave, this dying dust, this flesh, these bones, reborn, rebuilt as living stones. And men like Ezra, Nehemiah, made God's design their great desire, played their part in what God's doing, kept pursuing his renewing, and gave their gifts, their gold, their glory, all in service of God's story, because God is building. So here's the way to stop the rot. Embed your story in God's plot. Submit your plans to his demands and place your soul into his hands, and stand and live a life that lasts, that won't just pass into the past with all achievements you've amassed scattered on the wind like grass. We, the dust, must understand we're building castles out of sand. Contextualize and join the dots. Start reconstructing on the rock. Put down your petty claim to fame and seek the glory of the name of him who came his blood to shed, who rose victorious from the dead, the architect who stood and said, I'll build my church, I will not fail. The gates of hell will not prevail. This carpenter who took our nails. So we build churches, not with domes of stone as our forever homes, nor bricks and mortar, spire and steeple, but faith-filled folk, a promised people, a sign to all the watching world of God's great blueprint now unfurled, a garden, temple, city, land, a church, a world. That's what God planned. You look around, it's not here yet, but you can bet that he will get it done. Look back, he sent his son, the comeback king, the chosen one, the cornerstone, the firm foundation of God's great goal, our restoration.